All right, what's good, everybody? Been a while since I've been online uploading. Uh, this game is this game is terrible, man. This game is so bad. I don't even want to show my face on camera. That's how bad this game is. It has nothing to do with me. I'm totally fine. I'm totally fine. The game is so bad. It's embarrassing to even be talking about how bad this game is, and I have proof. I'm going to show you why it's so bad. So, when I have to break out the editing software and go in and frame by frame through everything or whatever it is, we're going to go to some clips, right? We're going to show some clips of some things, and we're going to explain why the game is so bad. First of all, the shooting, everybody knows that the RNG in the shooting makes this game almost completely unbearable. But there are other elements of this game that also make it very bad. Okay? We're going to go to recent captures and we're going to get into it. And this is live, so if anybody got any questions about why the game is so bad, we can talk about that as well. The number one thing that makes this game bad, I feel like, and this has been a problem that's been happening for years, there is no risk versus reward in this game. And the parts of this game that are risk versus reward are extremely inconsistent. And I'm going to try my best to talk in this video and not curse people from A to Z. But I cannot believe that they've been doing this for 26 some odd years and the game is in this state. And it was better in a game like 2K15 than it is 10 years later. I've been playing 2K online since 2K9. Okay? I've only played my career since then. Watch this. Watch how silly this is. Look, right there. Did you see that? Did you see what happened with the ball handler? We're going to go back one more time. We're going to get into video proof as to why this game is so bad. Now, you hear people online at 2K talking about how, the people that's online that's saying stuff, they talking in the echo chamber. How can you live in an echo chamber when you have video proof of how bad the game is? We're going to play this one more time. I'm going to show it to y'all why this is so bad. Take a look. Okay, he dunks the ball. Now, watch when the ball handler gets the ball. Okay, cool. He has it. Look at the guy over there in blue. Pay attention to him, right? Now, what I mean by the game being bad from a risk versus reward standpoint is he's going to gamble. Check this out. He's going to gamble. Okay? Right here. He's running towards the ball. There's nothing wrong with that. This is fine. When he goes for this steal, watch how he's able to recover. And what I mean by that is, watch this. Reach. Okay, out of the play. Back into play. Immediately. We're going to go back one more time. Reach. Out of the play. Back into play. Now, a majority of this, the reason why this is as bad as it is simply because the game was made in a way where you're not able to have full control of your player. Like, for instance, when we get right here after he reaches, this dude with the goat mask should be able to take off running and sprinting up the court. The stuff that they've done this year and the way that they've limited dribble styles and the way they've limited the use of turbo has completely made this a viable strategy. You can come in here, reach, mistime your reach. This dude clearly has the advantage because you've took all your momentum and you're flying the opposite direction. This guy should be able to jet off up the court. You cannot do it. Even with the blowout dribble, you can't do it. It's not fast enough. So in slowing the game down and giving us less control of our player in order to have realism, what's the realism of this? Where somebody literally lunges, takes off at the ball full speed, gets nothing, and don't get his ankles broke. Where's the realism in that? How are you making this game for as many years as you've made it, and this guy gets this? Look at how bad this animation is. Look, okay. Look at that. He got to do a whole move and go out to the side, which gives this guy that just made a mistake time to catch up. But we keep having conversations about pro play. We keep having conversations about how bad the community is and how the community ruins the game. The community does have some stuff in it that should change. But we're not talking about the community right now. We're talking about, from a gameplay perspective, why you can't come in here and play the game and beat people based off of the things that they do. Most defenders on this game, and I'm going to give everybody a little secret right now. Most defenders in this game are not very good defenders. Most of them are not very good defenders. Most people in this game that have 99 perimeter defense are terrible defenders. That's why their defense is so high. Nobody plays a sports game to have fun with maxed out defense and sit in the corner and do nothing. That's boring. We all want to be able to play the game and have fun. These people are people that are trying too hard or just on the game because their friends said get on the game or whatever it is, wasting $100 on the game to come in here and play defense. And I'm going to tell you something else too, something that will really fix this game. We got to do it. One of the two things has to happen. We either, as a 2K community, we have to 2K has to either bring back dual archetypes. They either have to bring back dual archetypes, what we had in 2K18, 2K19. Well, you can only specialize in two things, and everything else, if you're good at it, it's because you are good, not because you got all these fucking outrageous stats. 99 damn perimeter defense and 93 fucking jump shot. And you can get go-to shots, which are connected to dribble moves. And you can get drifters or hop shots or whatever it is, which are also connected to your jumper. All of these things allow you to still be able to get loose and have a 99 perimeter defense. So we either got to go back to dual archetypes, or we have to do the most outrageous thing that I think will actually solve a lot of the problems that we're dealing with in this community. We have to get rid of attributes. Attributes have to go. That sounds crazy, don't it? How can you play a game with no attributes? How can you play a video game and you don't know what your attributes are? I'm gonna tell you how. What you do is instead of having these numbered attributes and having people be able to put their stuff to a certain place or whatever it is, what you do is you create a system. Hold on, my dog going crazy. Power, what the fuck are you doing? Stop. Go up here and sit down. Get over here. Get up. Off. So, what you got to do is you got to create a system. And within this system, you got to make a system that has like 5 notches on it. 5 being the best, 1 being like poor or whatever it is. And you got to create builds. Instead of having attributes, you got to create builds that have 1 notch to 5 notches. And it determines how good something is. Like, it has to be almost like when you get a racing game and there's notches on things that show you like how fast the car is versus like the top speed versus acceleration or some shit like that. It would have to be that to get rid of all of this goofiness in terms of how people are able to play the game and get away with stuff and do things that don't make sense and make the basketball experience less enjoyable. Because I know we talking all the time about how the game is not, oh, it ain't this or that, whatever it is. It's a video game, guys. I clearly have a controller in my hand. Let's not act stupid. All right, it's a video game, but at the same time, it's a video game that should have elements of basketball because it's called NBA 2K. Now, for those of you that are a little, you know what I mean, on the short side in terms of being able to have good comprehension skills, the NBA stands for National Basketball Association, which means that the game should have elements of basketball in it. Not that it's going to be that 100%, not that we need it to be that 100%. We need it to be responsive. We need it to be a game where you can punish people for doing stupid shit like this. Boom. Okay. Then we out of there. As soon as he makes that mistake and he gambles. See, that's the problem. When we sitting up here talking about dribble guys and we talking about all this other stuff in the game. This is the problem. You wouldn't have as many people spamming dribble combos if the game would make people pay for doing stupid shit. Yes, it's still people that would do it, but it would be much more easier and much more fun to play in a way where when somebody does something stupid, you know, every single time they do that, you can just beat them. And then now they have to think about what they're going to do before they do it. In this game, you don't have to think. You just mash buttons and hope for the best. Look at this. The play is over, y'all. This is not the only play that I'm going to highlight right now. Look, cross. Okay. Now he went for it. He's still there. Right here, the play's over. He should be able to take off and go up court smooth. This dude in the blue should be chasing him the entire time. Instead, what does the game give him? Unrealistic takeoff speeds to be able to catch up after he makes a mistake and go back and get connection to the person. Now he got to cross him twice. I don't know if you saw it in the end of the clip. He got to cross the dude twice. This is the kind of stuff I'm talking about. Like, I don't understand how the developers are making this. And then this is the thing that blows my mind more than anything. Mike Wang will sit up here and tell you on Twitter, oh, well, we did this in order to be able to give you, to give shooting more realistic NBA numbers. But the problem with Mike Wang saying that he wants you to have more realistic NBA numbers, look at the game that we're playing. You got a nigga on the court with a goat head on. You got a woolly mammoth running up the court. You got banana. You can be a piece of fruit in this game, but he wants your shooting percentages to reflect that of what's in real life. When you can be a burrito or a piece of fruit. This shit blows my mind, man. Like how they rationalize these things. I don't know why I saved this one. Let me go back and watch it again. Probably some bullshit happening. Or maybe I clipped that at the wrong time. Oh, okay. So this is the reason why I clipped it. So, guys, do we remember a couple years ago? Everybody remember adrenaline bars? Y'all remember that? Introduced in 2K23. From 2K22 to 2K23. The reason why they were introduced is because in 2K22, from a gameplay perspective, the small guards were so overpowered in terms of what they were able to do with no consequence, which goes back to risk versus reward, right? They were so overpowered that in 2K23, 2K introduced adrenaline bars. And I also have proof there that a younger audiences that don't really understand basketball or the history of 2K, they actually stopped playing 2K23. We was playing the 2K23 and there was like some kid that would run against us sometimes. Whatever his name was, Lil Gipster. Lil Gipster stopped playing 2K23 and went to FIFA because he couldn't do that cheesy shit that he was doing in 2K22 anymore. He couldn't do it. He couldn't get on the game. He couldn't talk shit. So what happens when 2K notices? Because you got to remember, this very data and analytics driven. What happens when 2K notices this, right? When 2K notices this, what do? They change the game to make it so people like him, like the kids, can come out here and spend all that money because at the end of the day, they want those Fortnite dollars too. That's why you can dress up like a banana, a peeled banana. That's why you can dress up like a fucking burrito. Because this game wants that money. That's the reason why we have Gravity Ball. That's the reason why we have shit this stupid in the game. Now, once again, we have adrenaline bars in 2K25, right? But do they mean anything? Because remember, now this guy, I'm going to let y'all know, he has a 99 three-point shot, right? This guy, watch how many times I bump him. 1, 2, 3. So at that point, All his no. All his adrenaline bars should be gone. Even if he did get past me, whatever. All his adrenaline bars should be gone. His shooting percentage should be nerfed to the ground at this point. What does he do? Green. You see how bad this game is? Do y'all actually see what we're playing? I just wanted to get my look. I'm gonna tell y'all something right now, and this is the God honest truth. The only way to enjoy this game is to literally not take it seriously as a game, and especially as a basketball game. This is a joke. Everybody that worked on this game this year should be embarrassed. I don't understand how you write a whole bunch of gameplay blogs and talk about when somebody's dribbling close to you this year that they're going to fumble the ball, yet we can see somebody literally just doing behind the back escaping away from me, knowing that I'm standing right there. Like, he should be backing. If I'm that close up on him, he should be backing up. He shouldn't be throwing the ball into behind the back escape, and then after he does it, escaping back to me. People only play this way, 2K, because y'all make them think that this is how you should play. A lot of the people that play 2K25 would not play 2K14. They would not play 2K15. You want to know why? Because in that game, you cannot dribble back to the defender. When you beat them, you beat them. Stop. Cut out. When you beat them, you beat them. I got a puppy in my goddamn house, and he over here eating fucking a piece of dryer sheet off the goddamn ground because I just folded all my clothes. Anyway, when you beat them, you beat them. You don't dribble back to them in those games because the bump steal was so overpowered. And my thing is this. The bump steal in 2K14, once again, I was there. I played this game. This was when you can only have 3 badges on your bill. I played this game. 2K15, you could have all the badges and they were all gold, but you had to earn them. And Deadeye actually meant something in that game. When you went from silver to gold Deadeye, oh man, life-changing. But the inherent problem is that you had to, back in the day when you were dribbling, you had to actually beat the person. Get off of this, man. Stop. You had to beat them. This 2K25 is not like that. 2K25, literally, every year that they decide that they're going to stop doing something, they go back to the old thing. Every year they do it, bro. And it's only getting worse. Hopefully one day they actually fix it. But do I think that they will? No. Because the younger audiences that don't understand the reason behind a crossover, the reason behind something as simple as an in and out, the reason behind taking off and going past somebody, the people that don't understand that, they have to make that 2K has decided to make the game accessible for them. That's the reason why in 2K22 we had RPP. I believe in 2K23 they took it out. In 2K24 it was non-existent. There was nothing like that in 2K24. It was green or miss. And now because the E-League is gone, which was terrible for the 2K community to begin with, now that the E-League is gone, they have re-implemented RPP to give those who want to walk around and be a peeled banana or want to be a burrito, giving them the opportunity to have fun playing their product. And the product is not good. Now, we can make the argument, oh, don't play the game, this or that, or whatever it is. First of all, if we really want to get into it, I'm wondering, this is just a question, Is there grounds for a class action lawsuit? Because every year they sell us this game and they tell us that there's going to be certain things in the game. And then they put patches out and take away the very reason for why we bought the game to begin with. It happens every year. I'm thinking they're eliminating goofy stuff that happened from the year before. And they're not eliminating anything. We right back in here, right back at it, bro. Same old news over and over and over again. Oh, they're not going to be able to dribble in your face. They do it anyway. A patch comes out, they're able to do it anyway. And it's not the dribbling in someone's face that is the inherent problem. To me, it is the dribbling back to me. If you already escaped away from me, why in the hell are you escaping back towards me? The game is bad. The contact is inconsistent. Let's see if I got anything else on here that I saved. I got quite a few, man. But, you know, I'm not going to talk on this game all day because I got other shit to do. Definitely way more important stuff to do. Look at this shit. Oh, my God. All right. This what I'm talking about, man. This is what I'm talking about. This makes this kind of stuff here makes this game hard to play. It makes this game hard to enjoy. It makes this game hard to try to think about monetizing off of. He clearly, so now, once again, this guy don't have bailout. He does not have bailout. I look at everybody's top stats before we play the game. He goes up, right? And even this, right? I'm going to tell you right now. Bailout shouldn't even be in the game. And if it is in the game, it should be a pass only reserved for, there should be one level to bailout. And you should have to have a 99 pass to be able to do that. Because this don't make no damn sense. Look at this. How accurate this is. Look, he goes up into the shot. Okay, I'm thinking, I'm getting ready to probably take off. Am I? Yes. So you see the way my player's angle? I'm getting ready to take off because I'm thinking this guy about to get blocked or he's about to miss this. You see the dude right here setting the screen or whatever, which didn't even make no sense in this instance because if you look and pay attention at the floor, you see somebody going up for a shot. So setting the screen is stupid. But he passes out of this, right? Perfect pass, perfect dot. Look, perfect catch. This dude caught the ball out of a bad layup or bad dunk attempt. He caught this easier than most bigs make full court passes to wide open receivers. Catch. 99 3 ball. Fire it up. Green. This is what we paid for. This is what we asked for. This is what we're in the echo chamber talking about. When you got 2K employees disrespecting the community, talking about we live in the echo chamber and we regurgitate the things that content creators make. So am I regurgitating anything that a content creator is making when you clearly see somebody go up into a bad attempt? He don't even have a space here to be able to get off. Well, he kind of has space, but the dude is catching up to him so quick. Before he gets ready to even take off into the air, the dude's already underneath him. So I understand this. But there's also somebody else in the paint. This, okay, put it to you like this. When you're playing something or you're doing anything and somebody that you purchased a product from is invalidating your experience by saying you live in an echo chamber, that right there is the number one cause for why the game will not ever be any better. And 2K, they're so arrogant, they believe, well, somebody like that works at 2K is so arrogant that they believe that they're right. Y'all ever heard of a company called Cartoon Network? Y'all ever heard of a company called Cartoon Network? Cartoon Network in the 90s, in the early 2000s, it was gold. Cartoon Network was the premier place for cartoons. So much so to the point where even me, because I've always wanted to make my own cartoons and shit like that, I even went to school for it. Cartoon Network was so prestigious. They had so many great shows and so many great creators. Genndy Tartakovsky and all of these different people. Legendary studio for making cartoons. Courage the Cowardly Dog, Powerpuff Girls. The list goes on and on and on. Johnny Bravo, blah, 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 blah. Down the list, down the list. Ed, Edd n Eddy. It had all of these great, classic, funny cartoons. And what did they do at a certain stage? They got new leadership. Apparently, that's what had to have happened. Or the guy that was running it was losing his mind. Because what they decided to do is they decided to step into Nickelodeon's market share and start to throw live action stuff on Cartoon Network. It's literally called Cartoon Network. I don't go to a taco place to get what's something outlandish? Hot dogs. I go to a Mexican restaurant to enjoy Mexican food, to appreciate the hard work that these people have put into making traditional meals, Mexican meals. I'm not in here for fucking hot dogs and French fries. I'm not in here for sushi. I don't want it. I want Mexican food. And Cartoon Network literally did that to its consumer at a certain point in time. Cartoon Network came in and said, fuck what y'all want. Fuck Toonami. For whatever reason, that was one of the dumbest things they could have ever done, because Toonami right now, what Crunchyroll is, Toonami is supposed to be that as a streaming service. That's what Toonami is supposed to be. An offshoot of Cartoon Network, and they supposed to be making money off of that. But you got all these people that feel like they know what's best. They feel like they know what's best, as opposed to listening to the people that are telling them, this is what I want. I'm the consumer. These are my dollars. This is what I want. And as a result of Cartoon Network also taking that arrogant approach, trying to tell people what it is that they wanted, when you've already established that this is a base of people and they need to be fed because this is what they want, they decided they were going to do what they wanted to do. As the years went on, they tried to redeem themselves a couple times, I believe, with like Adventure Time and Regular Show and stuff like that, or whatever it is. But the grip that they had on the industry was so tight at that point, and they had like pretty much, and Pixar did the same thing for some odd reason. These animation companies, they be doing some stupid shit when it comes to retaining talent. Let me tell y'all something. And this is for the people that out there that can understand a little deeper into 2K, because once again, like I said, 2K is not the end all be all. I'm talking about 2K because this gives me a moment to be able to explain some things, right? But the reality is like there's lessons that 2K can take away. Y'all can say all y'all want to. It's a monopoly. It's the only NBA game on the market. It's the only basketball game on the market. Keep saying that. Winter is coming. Winter is coming. So y'all can say whatever y'all want to say. And yes, it is true. The NBA game is the only basketball game on the market. It's the only I wouldn't even say good. It's the only basketball game in the market. Because this is not good. This is not fun. This is not enjoyable to watch this kind of stuff happen. And then you end up losing games because the game is inconsistent. Yes, it is the only basketball game in the market. But you got to remember, it's not the only game on the market. Keep that in mind. So yeah, if somebody wants a basketball game or something like that, they're going to play this. Winter's coming. What the fuck do you think with this piss poor performance of a game that they put out this year? What the fuck do you think people are going to think when GTA 6 comes out? Do you think majority of people are going to give a fuck about 2K? And I've played every 2K. I wouldn't even be playing video games right now if it wasn't for 2K. Because the only reason why I even wanted the Xbox, I think it was, damn, now I'm showing my age. That's just a figure of speech anyway. I don't care about showing my age. But what I'm saying is I think the reason why I only even bought an Xbox 360 was because you could play a basketball game online. I think that's when I started playing. It might have been 2K8, like near the end, and then 2K9 because it was online. You could play now online or whatever it is. I just used to use the Lakers all the time and play with Kobe and Pau Gasol and shit like that. But if you look, right, yeah, it is the only basketball game online, but it's not the only game. And like I said, I've been playing them all when GTA 6 comes out, I will 100% be taking time off of playing 2K to play another game that's actually more enjoyable than this garbage. 100%. Y'all telling me that this is fun. Y'all telling me that when GTA 6 comes out, which every game developer in the world right now is literally shivering, trying to figure out when they're going to release their game, trying to figure out what's going to happen. Y'all mean to tell me when GTA 6 comes out, people are going to sit here and tolerate this nonsense? Somebody going up for a bad dunk or a layup attempt, throwing the ball away, and nothing happens? There's no consequence or penalty for that? Y'all think we're going to sit here and tolerate that? Or you think we're going to be on GTA shooting shit up? This is ridiculous, man. To end my point about the Cartoon Network and Pixar thing, right? These companies, first of all, one of the things they do, they don't listen to their consumers. The second thing they do is they take some of the best people that they have at the company, because you got to remember, people make companies. A company is just a company. Oh, you can be replaced. Yeah, you can be replaced. And replacing the wrong people at the wrong time can literally drown a company. These companies take certain people for granted. These companies think that they know, especially the people at the top that are not in the field. Sometimes they think they know what's better than the people that's actually there every fucking day on the ground doing it. I'm talking about out the company. I'm going to tell y'all right now, Mike Wang know how to make a good basketball game. He's done it before from a gameplay perspective. The problem is that, is he allowed to make a good basketball game at this point? We're having a split development team. One for old gen and one for this gen. Is he allowed to? The problem is he actually paying attention to the game to the point where he's still playing the game? Because see, back in the day, Mike Wang used to actually play the game. Mike Wang, I highly doubt Mike Wang plays this game anymore. That's the reason why he would put out a stupid tweet. And once again, I don't think Mike Wang is stupid. I'm just saying the tweet was very stupid and insensitive to the player base at that time. You can be a smart person and do stupid shit. It happens all the time. We all do it. But it was a very stupid tweet when people were complaining about the fact that they couldn't get no contact dunks, and then he reposts a clip of somebody getting a contact dunk in the reg. Mike, the green window on the contact dunk was so small it wasn't even enjoyable. And even now at a 99 driving dunk, I miss dunks from time to time on small defenders. The meters that y'all have in the game are ridiculous. Instead of even the meters themselves, why would you take out last year's meter? Why don't you just add new meters instead of taking the meter out? The Comet meter was probably one of the best meters we ever had. By the head meters. So once again, these companies do that. They don't listen to those types of people, right? And they don't listen to their consumers. And once again, Cartoon Network, as big as they were. Now we can say, oh, the other networks have cartoons, blah, 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 whatever it is. Nobody had better cartoons than Cartoon Network. Or the stacked. Cartoon Network was like the fucking Avengers when it came to cartoons. Nickelodeon had some stuff, but it was nowhere near what Cartoon Network had. And Disney, you can't count Disney because Disney, their demographic is not for young males ages like, I want to say 7 to like 18 or whatever it is. Or what would Cartoon Network demographic be? Well, Cartoon Network demographic is more focused on younger boys, especially the age group of boys that like anime and action type shit or whatever it is. That's what Cartoon Network was focused on. Slapstick, comedy, blah, blah, blah. Disney don't count because Disney don't make content like that. Disney stuff is more aimed towards girls. That's the reason why they make so much fucking money the way they make. Because their stuff is more focused towards girls. So everybody has a specific place that they fit into. Cartoon Networks tried to step out of that place and tried to step in the Nickelodeon sphere. And ultimately it ended up crashing and burning. Cartoon Network don't even fucking exist no more. What's good, T? What's good, man? Good to hear from you, bro. Been a long time, man. I haven't been streaming 2K because the game is so bad. I'm on here talking about some of the things that the reason why the game is bad. If you got any questions, bro, let me know. But it's just kind of an open conversation to talk about it, whatever it is. I'm gonna start uploading a couple more times. I'm gonna stop wasting my time not live streaming. Even if I have to just live stream to get on here and talk about how bad the game is. Like some of the stupid stuff right here. I don't know if he was in here for this part. But, okay, take a look at this. This guy does not have a high pass accuracy right here. Look at this. Going up between two people. Bail out pass to the corner. Wide open three. Right? So this is kind of stuff right here. And what I'm saying, T, is when GTA 6 comes out, people gonna be in a different mind state, bro. You know how much other shit I would rather be doing than playing 2K when the game is this fucking stupid and bad, as opposed to doing anything else. I could be playing GTA. I could be going out the house. I could be going doing something else with my life. I could be working on my animation shit. I could be doing anything. This right here is ridiculous. This don't make no sense for the game to be this bad after 25 some odd years. So what I'm saying is everybody keeps saying, oh, well, NBA 2K is the only basketball game on the market. Okay, cool. It is. But it's not the only game on the market. In the same way that Cartoon Network died and don't even exist no fucking more. I don't give a fuck if they do have a channel. They don't even exist no more. It's embarrassing what happened to Cartoon Network. First of all, once again, not listening to their consumers, right? Not paying attention to what the people said they wanted. And then on top of that, making it hard for the people that started there to stay there. Hayao Miyazaki, who made Spirited Away and made all these other great anime movies and stuff like that. That nigga's still making stuff. And then you got places like Cartoon Network that can't retain fucking creators for whatever reason. Like when you get somebody that makes a Courage the Cowardly Dog, when you get somebody that makes a Johnny Bravo, when you get somebody that makes a Ed and Eddie, you should be trying to keep these people as lifers to keep making shows. Wait till they flop before you end up being like, oh, well, you know, maybe it's time to, you know, move them to something different or let them go. But they literally sat and told and didn't let the best of the best creators stay there and flourish. When somebody comes out as a somebody that makes an animation like a Ed, Edd n Eddy or something like that, and it becomes a generational thing where it becomes iconic, you're supposed to keep that person on staff forever. Start whipping out blank checks to keep them there. Damn near. If you have to. Because you know that they can get it done. They didn't do that. And 2K is the same way. They're the exact same way. They believe in their heart of hearts that because they're the only basketball game in the market that we have to sit here and tolerate this every year and how bad this is. And we actually don't. In the same way that Cartoon Network ended up to a point where you can drive to Burbank right now in California, the damn sign ain't even on the building no more. The shit is closed down. This got to be one of the quietest things that has ever happened in terms of a company closing down, where they don't, Warner Brothers don't even want to admit that Cartoon Network don't exist anymore. Oh, Cartoon Network's not dead. It's just, we moved all this stuff into the Warner Brothers Discovery building. That's called being dead. I know, because I went there one time. Y'all had a whole building with murals and shit painted in it. A beautiful, like it was incredible to even be in there. And then to go down in the damn building and shut down. Come on, man. Yeah, I missed the beginning, but I'm going to watch the playback. Do you feel like 2K is sacrificing this release for the sake of pro play? Like, is this the beta for the future of the game? Do you feel like 2K is sacrificing the release for the sake of pro play? They could be. Even if they are, is still bad because fundamentally, like if once again, if we talking about pro play, right? I'm gonna go back to the very first clip because I know you missed this part. If we talking about pro play, right? Even if they are doing that, what about pro play is this? Watch where the ball handler is and watch the dude in the blue. Look, okay, reaches. The plays. Oh, you see that? And I'm gonna go back. Watch one more time. This is what I'm talking about. This is the reason why I even started this live to begin with, to talk about how stupid this is. Boom, right there. I missed my button, but right there. The play is over. In real life, right? Since everybody keep talking about pro play, I'm not saying UT. I'm saying in general, 2K is talking about pro play. And the people that are defending this game are talking about pro play. I'm not saying that you're defending it, but I'm just saying, look how stupid this is. This guy takes off full sprint. In real life, when somebody does this, right, you take off running. 2K doesn't allow you to be able to take off running because they have nerfed turbo into the ground. Dribble styles dictate the game to a point where you can't speed burst out of your dribble style. Right here, when this guy does this stupid reach and you get right here, you should be able to tap turbo and take off up the court. And he should understand by doing this that he can't do it moving forward unless he wants to take that gamble again. But in 2K land, there is no risk versus reward. So you can come in here, you can play like this, and there's no consequence. And you can keep doing it. Because every time someone like the dude in the blue is allowed to be able to do this, every time he's allowed to be able to do this, guess what ends up happening? He does it again and again and again. And when you're allowed to be able to do something over and over and over again, how are you supposed to learn that it's wrong or that you did it at the wrong time? That's like trying to raise a child and they can keep touching a hot stove and there's no consequence to touching it. There has to be a consequence, whether it be timeout, whatever you want to call it. There has to be a fucking consequence. You can't just let people do things that are harmful or dangerous. I'm talking about in real life. You can't let them continue to do it and there's no consequence to it. Because what does it teach them? You can keep doing it. You can keep getting away with it. But one time your ass gonna touch that hot stove and you're gonna get burned and then you're gonna be fucked up. You're gonna be sitting there crying, oh man, I got burned. Yeah. Because you was told multiple times not to do it. And you kept doing it. And because you were able to get away with it, you felt like you could keep taking that risk. With 2K, right? This guy knows that the game is so bad in the blue. He knows I can do this and turn around on a dime and get back to the ball. This should never happen when we talking about pro play. Look at this. Look how stupid this is. Boom. Plays over. But the animations is so slow, you can't move. I never understood how the gap closes on plays like this, but the fast break is non-existent. Exactly. And the fast break hasn't been existent since 2K15. I have a clip, actually, that I want to show. Let me see if I can pull it up real quick on my, because it's a video that I made a while back, a 2K highlight reel. I'm going to pull it up real quick and show you exactly what I'm talking about. The fast break's non-existent. There's no penalty for the things that you do that are stupid. There's none. I'm going to show you exactly what I'm talking about. And once again, this is what I'm saying. I have video proof of why these things are as bad as they are. Let's see here. We're going to go to, is it screen recording? All right. We're going to go to computer. We're going to click on this puppy right here. All right. So now that we're here, I'm going to show you exactly what I'm talking about. There's a point in here where something goofy happens. And I'm able to, this is a dope highlight reel, by the way. If you haven't seen it, make sure you see it. The ball bounces off somebody's back or something like that, and I take off and I get the dunk. But I gotta find out where it is. I don't think it's at the beginning. Because at the beginning I saved my best 2K15 clips. And I gotta mute this shit so that way I don't get no copyright strike. Because I don't know if they double, what's the name of my shit? So I'm going to play this in the background, and it's going to pop up here in a second. But the fast break was existent in 2K15. It was a thing in 2K15 where if you knew what somebody was going to do before they did it, right, you could just get the ball and just go. I'm going to go back one more. Now, obviously, you had shit like this happen in 2K15 as well, too. You know, like full court bullshit shots, whatever it is. As you can see right here, I was having a bad game in the third quarter, but I was playing with randoms. Then I have better games or whatever it is. But all that's not the important part. The important part is we talking about the fast break. It's gonna pop up here in a second. All right. So look, pay attention. Look at that. Look how beautiful this is. So right here, boom, the ball falls off his back. I'm the first one to respond to it. When I grab it, you see that dude right here at the bottom of the screen, right here? He is on defense. I mean, he is the offensive player, so he's on the other team. When the ball bounces off his back and I catch it and I take off, he doesn't get some magic speed burst to be able to catch up to me, to be able to slow me down. He doesn't get that. This game is 10 years old. Look at how fast I am. Look at how there's no slowdown. Look at how I'm not waiting for somebody to lunge at. Look at this. I'm able to get this ball and take off. And look, this is the beauty of it. By the time I get ready to get up in the air, no one is near me. I can watch my fast break dunk play out. I can watch it play out. I don't have to look at it and be like, oh, damn, somebody was able to jump from the three-point line, and by the time the ball goes to the basket on my dunk, they're right next to me in the air. It wasn't like that back then. This was a better fucking game. And for some reason, 2K is talking about pro play and how good pro play is. And pro play sucks dick. Pro play is not good at all. 2K15 was a much better game than anything that pro play has offered. I'm going to play some more shit that happened on here. So for instance, watch. Look at this. This is another example. Look at 2K15. Look. Okay, I caught the ball. This guy right here, he reached, right? Do you see him right next to me after he reached? Or do you see him have to gather himself and turn around and try to get back to the ball? He can't even get back to the ball. And this game is 10 years old. You forgot what that looked like? Yeah. What the fast break looks like, bro. Oh shit, I fucked up. What happened to all my goddamn clips? All right, go back here. This off the back part. He reached. Gone. Play's over. He's out of the play now. This is when the game, but they want to sit up here and talk about, oh, you got to let the animation play out. The czar and shit. These niggas, you got to let the animation play out, and the more realism we get and stuff like that. Why is this a better game? Y'all explain to me why this is a better game. Explain to me why this is a better game all in all. Why? The play's over. Even this dude. Look at this dude in a white t-shirt. I'm going to play it again. Look at this dude in a white t-shirt. Catch the ball. Okay, he's running. You see him? He ran to the left. I went to the right. He jumps. Right? He jumped early. Did I get a foul? Yeah. And he got called for a foul. He got called for a foul because he jumped early. There was time back in the day when you would get blocked in 2K. Blocks felt satisfying because it was a timing window on it. You didn't have teeny tiny players blocking people with 99 driving dunk. You didn't have teeny tiny players pulling people like you. For instance, in 2K25, you can beat somebody to the rim, and after you beat them, they're able to catch back up, pull on your jersey somehow or whatever it is, and make you do a stupid layup, as opposed to you being able to take off and dunk the ball. There's no risk versus reward, bro. He got called for a foul, as he should, because he missed time to jump. He went for an aggressive block. He hit me, and I finished the play. Look at this guy. We're going to go back one more. I'm going to show you again. Watch this. Pay attention. Matter of fact, I might start playing this shit in slow mo, but I don't know how bad it's gonna be on playback for y'all. Look, I'm about to catch this ball. Look at the dude in the red. He goes for the reach. When I catch it, is he able to turn around and get right back to the ball? I catch the ball in one stride. There's no goofy fumble animation. There's no falling out of bounds and shit. Catch the ball, go. What does this do? This allows me, and then even with the dude right here in the white shorts, if we go back, look at this dude. I already have my takeoff window. This is enough space to be able to get there. He didn't cut me off. Because he didn't cut me off and I had enough takeoff space, I was able to go. That's the thing about dunkers. You can't wait and meet them at the point. That's how Vince Carter jumped over that nigga in the Olympics. You have to cut them off. So if the dude had been like right here in the white shorts, I wouldn't be able to get no dunk. But because he's behind on the play and he's trying to beat me to the spot, I already have, this is enough space to jump. Even in real life, for an elite dunker, this is enough space to be able to jump. Get up in the air. Doesn't matter that he's here because I'm aiming for this dude. Boom. The play's over. This is why this game was so much more fun. Look, okay, double crossover. Hezzy. I think this guy reached as well too. No, he went the wrong way, right? So you see, so this was the beauty of 2K15. When you got you only needed one crossover. In 2K15, you did not need 30,000 moves to get open. One move and go. 2K15, yes, there were people that was trying to play out there, and the dribble guard thing has started to come into play in 2K15. But we just thought people that was in 2K15 and 2K14 that was over dribbling the ball, we just thought they were stupid or that it was little kids and they didn't understand how to play the game and was just spamming moves, which technically they were because as you can see in a game like this, you didn't need 10,000 moves to be able to get free. One move and go. I did the crossover. I could have shot the three here, but I know the paint is open, right? This guy beat me to the spot or whatever it is. But even him, his jump is mistimed, right? Because if you look, this is my teammate in the red. This guy's right here. If he wanted to stop me, he should have stopped me at my launching point and met me right here. He got here, stopped running, and went for the block. So the game just didn't even recognize him. But the reality is that if the game were to recognize him, this would be a foul because he didn't beat me to the spot. That's how you beat people. That's how you stop slashers. You beat them to the spot. So once again, look here. This was the beauty of 2K15. Everybody had gold badges. So this guy had gold glove. That's in front of me. This dude right here, he has gold glove. Okay. I know he's running over to me full speed. I do one hezzy between the leg. He reaches. The play is over. A 10-year-old game. 10 years. The play is over. And 2K is promoting pro play. So when people like the Czar and all these people are online defending this game, this is the reason why people are complaining. Now you got your Swantes out there and all this other kind of stuff that say stuff or whatever. And Swante is actually right about something. It doesn't matter how you talk about the game. If you talk about the game the way I'm talking about it and you're not disrespecting anybody, they're still going to act the way they're going to act. You're going to have people like the Corey dude that's going to be acting high and mighty, talking about you live in an echo chamber and it was a different time in your life and all this kind of stuff. This was a different game. This has nothing to do with my actual life or where I was in my life at this age. This has to do with fundamentals and the fact that I know that he's running over here out of control, one hezzy between the legs, he reaches, and the play is over. He's not magnetically on my hip. He's not running back to me and pulling me out of the air. The play is over. I have a teammate right here, but I already knew that this guy was deep under the basket as soon as I did the hezzy. So I went for what? The contact dunk. This guy's late here to try to get to it. the play is over. Once again, this game is 10 years old, and it is embarrassing that 2K25 has put 2K15 iconic courts in the game. Once again, I'm going to show y'all again. This is the kind of shit that's not in 2K25. Pay attention. I'm going to play the play, and then I'm going to go back, I'm going to replay it. Boom, gone. Dunk. Okay, now, once again, we're going to say it again. Watch, we're going to do it in a slow motion. Just in case a 2K developer ever decides to come in here and they want to sit up here and lie and say that, well, Pro Play makes it so you don't have control over your player and stuff like this. Watch how stupid this is compared to 2K20. Look at this. One move, he's running out of control. He didn't get the ball. He didn't bump the ball. He reaches. Pay attention. He reaches. I'm not stuck in 1,000 animations. I don't have a goofy dribbling style on that makes me go, okay, so you beat him, but now if you hold turbo, you know, you're going to get it in and out that slows you down. It's not like that in 2K15. You do the move. He did something stupid. He reached. The play is over. We drive. I could pull up for a mid-range here. I don't want to pull up for a fucking mid-range. I want to dunk the fucking ball. Boom. Right over the top of a late arriving defender. This is what the game is supposed to be like. This is what it's supposed to be like, y'all. This is what it's supposed to be like. And for some reason, we keep tolerating stupid shit all the time. Every time when it comes to this game, bro. So my thing is man, is don't let these people fool you about this pro play shit and whatever it is. Like you gotta understand that even the drives look better. So for instance, in 2K25, if I were to do this with Jalen Green's dribble style, if I hold turbo, I'm gonna get in and out that slows me down. Because it's pro playing, you know. We don't want people dribbling like this and da-da-da-da. I dribble like this based off of my defender doing something stupid. Once again, there's many clips. If you look, right, and I have a lot of 2K18 on here only because 2K18 was the first year that I actually thought about becoming a YouTuber, whatever it is, right? But if you look, and I've said it 1,000 times, 2K15 is my favorite 2K ever. And it's because shit is simple. Okay? We'll show y'all some more clips. This dude gets it. Okay, rebound. I get the ball. Now, we looking 56 seconds up on the clock. I'm a flyer. I've been flyers since they introduced it. 69-67. And we're in overtime. I got 31 points or whatever it is. I'm going up the court. This guy, now look, he reached, right? Okay, he reached. Then after he reaches, this dude here is trying to make a play on the ball. He jumps at the wrong time. And look what happened. Oh my gosh. You mean to tell me they actually called a consistent foul? See, the biggest thing with 2K from that particular time is the game was made to a place where it was more risk versus reward. It was not perfect. I would never sit here and lie and be like 2K15 was perfect. I have some clips on here where I benefited off some stuff that happened, but also too, it is some late clips where the defender arrived late or ran into me and tried to bump steal the ball out my fucking hand. And the game just negated it altogether. Which in reality, if you just call a fucking foul, what it does is it gets a person to stop doing that. 2K15 was not perfect. It was far better than 2K25. Fouls were consistent. If somebody did something stupid, right? If they did something stupid, they paid for it. And I think one of the big issues with 2K is that there are so many people that don't understand the points of things, like a pump fake. A pump fake is used to get your defender off his feet so you can go around him or to freeze them. Right? But in 2K land, you can pump fake. Somebody can jump on top of you. They don't call nothing because they're trying to make the game more friendly for people that want to wear banana outfits. call a foul. If you noticed, even in these clips, in 2K15, when you would go to the basket, getting foul calls was consistent. I think I saved this because this dude was like one of the top like 10 people in the world. I think his name was Wing something or whatever it is. And I was so excited to dunk on his bitch ass. We beat them too in that game. So there's a turnover, right? Okay. Layup. I couldn't get the block right there. They stunted my jump. But it's okay. Look at these crossovers. One, boom. He's out of the play. He's not turning around full speed back into play. Look at him. Out of the play. He's not turn. Look at how he has to turn around. This is what makes a fun game. When somebody does something bad and they get punished for it, and you can just go. This dude here is too deep under the basket. He got called for a foul. This is how the game is supposed to be. It's not supposed to be the way that we have it right now, where literally, so for instance, you see him running up on my arm or whatever it is, that right there, while I was able to throw the ball out, maybe I shouldn't have been able to throw the ball out, but also too, you got to put into play him running up on my arm and me getting ready to go into the shooting motion. Okay, boom, right here. He could have gotten that ball technically, but what are we doing here? Like, he's running, he's out of control, he's running into me. Would you call a foul on this, or would it be too much from a gaming standpoint to call a foul? Bro, you spot on about the pump fake. That shit is irritating as fuck. Yeah. That's the issue with the game as a whole. We've gotten so far away from what makes a basketball game fun. Because 2K so worried about all of the dribble gods that they have made the game not fun. For people that like me who just want to play a good game and been playing it for years, it was actually good at the fucking game. This is what they do. So look, even here, we're going to go back a couple frames here. Even here, look at this. Okay, crossover, boom. He's going this way. Look at this dude here. Boom, I'm back here. He's out of the play. If I wanted to keep going, I could go right here. He's out of the play. This was what makes the game fun. Then I do a little hezzy. I do a cross. I get around him. Boom. When I do this crossover, he's not magically catching up to me and stopping me. Now, he did take off and run, but if you notice, right, the game is supposed to be made to a point where he's trying to beat me here. He's not going to beat me here. He's taking a straight line. I'm already there. I have my gather. My gather is starting right here. If my gather is starting right here, how the fuck does this man make up enough space to be able to beat me to this spot right here? He can't. But 2K25 will tell you that he can, even though he's running full speed. And if we really wanted to get technical, we could call a foul. This is where I did the Vince Carter and leaped over that dude. That's what's supposed to happen. Look, big pull back right here. You see this? When you beat somebody, they don't get to magnetically hold on to your body and stuff like that. The play is over right here. Look at this dude standing here looking this way, right? Not paying attention to where I am. Because he's trying to figure out what he's trying to guard. And guess what? By the time I get to the launching pad, he gets boomed on. I remember this dude. His name was Steve Harvey. And I was excited to get that clip because I had never seen that dunk before in 2K. These kind of shots right here were few and far between. This was back when full whites were a thing. And it didn't matter if you had a full white if you knew your release. Okay, once again, here's another instance of 2K15 where I do one move, one hezzy, reach, play is over. I'm going to go back. I'm going to show it again. We're going to play this in slow-mo. When they talking about nostalgia, between the legs hezzy, this dude he's playing off from me. I'm getting ready to go into my crossover. He reaches. Okay, in 2K25, I just showed y'all on screen. You can do this and turn around and get to the ball. Right here, the play is over. This is what a good basketball game looks like. And it also looks like this when you're not making the game to a point where you're like, oh, okay, well, He reached. Let's keep him in the play. So he can have fun too. He reached. Let's stop this dude from getting to his takeoff point. He reached. It's also not a game where, for instance, right? I'm 6'6" in this game. Look at how I'm moving. I'm moving like how a 6'6" guard would move. But in 2K25, you move like a 7-footer when you're 6'6". I'm out there dribbling like Nikola Jokic. That's how fucking slow I am. Play's over. This guy is under the basket as a defense. So, for instance, right, if you've ever played basketball in real life, you know that when you have somebody with elite athleticism flying towards you, you should never sit here, okay? If this dude gets beat, you got to make a decision. I'm either going to come here and stop him from getting to this takeoff point, or I'm going to stay on my man. But I'm not going to sit here because this is time for highlight. And what happens? Highlight. When the game is made properly, this is what happens. This is how it's supposed to be. Now, 2K15 was great before that last patch came out and it gave everybody the ability to shoot. But when that bitch first came out, man, hesitations are dead in this game. You can't even build your game around them from what I've experienced. 100%. 100%. And for me, in basketball, I don't know about you, T, but for me in basketball, the hesitation is my favorite fucking move. The hesitation is my favorite move. I like hesitations more than crossovers because with a hesitation, you can use a hezi so many ways to be able to freeze somebody and just beat them. But you can't do that in 2K25, bro. In and out. Okay, he missed. In and out, but he missed. Do you see him coming back to get the ball, or does he have to let this thing finish happening? This is what should happen. And even this dude here, I'm going to play it again. See where he is. Okay, now look, he does a defensive slide. Once again, this is a dangerous spot to be in. I remember this game. Even though this was 10 years ago, I remember this game. This guy was blocking my dunk attempts all game. He made a bad move here, right? I got to my takeoff spot. He leaned back. He still got flushed on. I kept telling my team that game, I'm going to dunk on his ass before this game's over. That's how good 2K15. 2K15 was so good. I can remember exactly what was happening in these clips and how those games went. That's how good the fucking game was. Because it was memorable. This right here, I was playing against a bunch of people that I used to play with back in 2K11 or whatever it is. This is 2K15. I was playing against them. Me and my team, we're in green. That sticks. And people that I, actually was playing with at that time. I did the move here. This dude tried to get to the ball. He missed. I did behind the back. Now I go up in the air. This guy, he beat me to my takeoff spot. When I come out of this behind the back, right, I can't get to my gather right here. This is not a dunk. But I went for the layup right here. I didn't go for the dunk because I knew he was there. I was reading it beforehand. You see? This is what makes this game beautiful. For instance, we all in green right here. This dude is running towards the basket. His back is turned. By the time he turns around, look at his feet turning around. I'm already in my gather before he turns around. Before he's able to square himself up and jump, I'm already in my gather. This is a dunk. Every time. There should be no conversation about, because his block rating and his badge gives him the ability to be able to this, and you live in the echo chamber, so that's the reason why you in the game and nostalgia and blah, blah, blah. Look, one crossover, boom. Look at that. We're gone. One crossover. The days of having a great 2K, I don't think we're ever going to get those back. And once again, I will be on GTA. This dude was trying to set a charge. I remember that vividly. I got a contact dunk right here, but I switched up out of it and threw this nigga out of bounds. This was a great game at the time. One crossover, look at that. Boom. hit the screen. We're going under the basket. I'm going for a dunk. They were going to block this. I switched it up intentionally. Grabbed it with 2 hands, laid the ball up. This is another instance. They were going to beat this shit too. This backward shit, they were going to beat that. I know for a fact they were going to beat it. That's why I switched it up. Now, whether they should be able to block it or not, okay, cool. Maybe they should have gotten this one. But that is, to me, that is a fix that you do in one development cycle. Okay, when this happens, we're going to put this in. You don't take the next year and then make a completely, like a game that's just, and also too, I'm going to say it again. I played 2K16. 2K16 was not as good as people think it was. It just wasn't. It's a whole thing. But I think that's pretty much it for me talking about how crazy this game was in particular, whatever it is. Like, I'm going to get back to some other shit I got to do today. But, man, don't vex yourself over this game, bro. This game is not good. It's not consistent. There's no risk versus reward. People can do what they want when they want to do it. You know, and I just don't see it getting no better because you got the 2K developers continuing to justify why when somebody on defense does something stupid, I just can't go. Or if I'm going to go, now, you know, instead of just pressing turbo and going up and to the right the way it's been for almost 20 years, now we want you to hit down and to the left to be able to go to the basket. What? What are y'all talking about? God damn, this game, boy, this community, that gaming company is cooked. And I'm going to say this, I'm going to leave you with this. The same way once again, this goes back to my earlier point about Cartoon Network. The same way Cartoon Network thought, oh, we're Cartoon Network. We can do what we want to do. We know y'all came here for tacos, but we're going to give y'all hamburgers today. The same way Cartoon Network thought they could do whatever the fuck they wanted to because it was the biggest, baddest cartoon thing out there for purely cartoons, and they ass went under. Do not believe the hype. There's more than one way for 2K to go under. Even if it is a monopoly on the market, it could get so bad that the sales could get so bad because the game is not fun. It could get to a point where a lot of people lose their jobs, and then you got a whole new 2K coming out. So never ever believe that, oh, well, you know, they got a majority on the game and and it's a monopoly. And look at that. Even that. Look at that fast break dunk. Look how far out I am. How nobody's able to just get there. There's plenty of them. I'm going to keep playing this footage for a little bit too, just so you can see some of the stuff that I'm talking about. I got a steal on somebody. Can't remember where the steal was. Even that. Look at this. Did y'all see that? How that dude was not able to just parachute to me? I got the lane. I already have the takeoff space. I want to show that clip. There's a clip where I get a steal in 2K18. Look at how crispy that crossover is, bro. How I just get out of there. This is 2K18, which a lot of people hated. There was some broken mechanics. Contest system was terrible in 2K18. And the only way to really get a contest on somebody, you had to hit X to reach at them if they created a certain amount of space. You couldn't jump because jumping would do nothing. But man, I really, I don't know, man. And then, like I said, all of these clips are with a 6'6" guard. They keep making this game to the point where only 6'6" dudes, only dudes below 6'4" can do efficient crossovers and cook people. What the fuck is this going on? You see this right here? I'm gonna have to watch it. Yeah, this, if you just type this in exactly how it is, best NBA 2K highlight reel ever. You ain't got to do all the exclamation points, but if you put in my name, Air Samurai, or just go to my channel, it'll be there with 315 views 5 years ago. But once again, like I said, this was the year. I make a 6'6" guard every year, bro. Look, I had a slash and shot creator this year. I knew I had to be extra on my block attempts in order to be able to block anybody. This highlight tape, like, this makes me, even 2K18, like, this shit's better than 2K25. They want to keep it a buck. But 2K15 is by far the better product. I think from a dribble move standpoint, I think 2K16 had the most versatile dribble moves. I did like the dribble moves in 2K18 from a standpoint of, look, cross. Look, pump fake. Go by him. Look, there's no animation that's sticking me to the ground or no shit like that. It's just done. So that's what I'm saying, man. Please, please, please do not let this game. Oh, that's the steal right there. That's the one I was looking for. Snatch. Look. This dude here. Do you see him getting a magic speed burst to be able to get to me? You want to know, and I'm going to tell you, this is a big secret right here. And I'm going to get on to my other shit. This is the big secret right here. You want to know why this guy right here, number 3, can't get a magic speed burst to get to me? Because in 2K18, 2K, which is stupid asses, in 2K18, you had dual archetypes. Which means if he was not a two-way, he did not have chase down artist. And if he doesn't have chase down artist, when I get to steal and I get ready to take off and run on a fast break, he does not get a magic burst to be able to catch up to me. He doesn't have a badge that helps him do it. He has set speed and set acceleration based off of his height. So if I get this steal, I'm on the break. I can finish my dunk and nobody can be in there. And I can enjoy the beauty of watching my dunk go in. This shit in a bad place. T, bro, I'm gonna start live streaming again, bro. Just look out for me. I know it's been a while or whatever. I'm gonna start live streaming again. Cause honestly, like, I'm working on another YouTube channel. I'm trying to make some money on another YouTube channel, like have my main money maker. 2K is so bad, bro. I can't take this game serious from a standpoint of like actually making money off it. The best that I can think to do, the very best that I can think to do is to live stream and either talk about the game or play the game and show y'all how bad the game is. I cannot continue to sit down and make content on this game. I cannot continue to waste my time making content on this game. This game is so laughably bad. I cannot do it. I can't mentally put my mind around it. Because, like, for instance, right, I'm spending an hour and 18 minutes live streaming right now. But after that's done, I'm done with it. I don't have to sit down and then, like, chop a bunch of stuff together and edit and da-da-da-da and put all this. I ain't got to do all that. I spend my hour doing it, talk about it. I throw it out there into the world. It goes. I will not waste my life talking about a game or doing stuff on a game when the developers do not care to make the game in a way that is better. So do you think they should bring back archetypes? Yes, 100%. They should bring back archetypes. Dual archetypes. Set attribute points. Set badges. And on the more extreme side, they should get rid of archetypes altogether. On the more extreme side, they should just get rid of them. Cause this ain't it, bro. And once again, T, bro, I appreciate you, man. It's been a long time coming, but like I said, I feel like this is gonna be my niche. I'll come on here, I'll talk about the game, I'll make sure this shit is documented. People come in. They can, see it or this or that, what it is, believe what they want to believe. Man, I haven't had fun on 2K with random people. The last time I had fun on 2K with random people was probably 2K20. But that's because in 2K20 you can still take over games.